Hi, it's Rochelle again from Regional CoLab. Today I thought we'd have a bit of a chat around finding a suitable grant. Just as a little aside, have a look at that figgy behind me. That's my fiddly fig. I'm so proud because I can kill a cactus and he's still alive, so go figgy. And also, this is Hank. Hank is hanging on my lap. He won't leave me alone. So I do apologise if you hear some weird snorting noises. It's not me, it's actually Hank the sausage dog. Anyway, so let's talk about finding out about grant funders. One of the things that Annie and I talk to clients about all the time when we're looking at grant funding is to actually make sure that you go and have a good conversation with the grant funding organisation that you're going to be applying to. A lot of people kind of get a little bit concerned about doing this, but there's really nothing wrong with it. They actually prefer that you give them a call because that way you can have a bit of a quick conversation about what your project is and what the focus and aim is for the community. Because at the end of the day, the grant funders have a set of priorities. It's kind of like, these days we have social media calendars and that sort of stuff. So grant funders themselves have specific calendars around the kinds of focus that they're going to have on where money's going. So you give them a call and have a chat and ask them about whether you think your project is actually going to fit within the requirements that they have for this particular grant funding round. With government organisations or philanthropic organisations, for example, they often have like multiple grant funding opportunities each year. So sometimes if you give them a call, you can find out that the first lot's around sort of social enterprise. So, they're looking at how they're going to help people in migrant communities or help people with disabilities or help people with a specific need in the community. And then the next time around, it might be a more generalist grant. So it might be something that if you're a sporting organisation, you might be able to apply for. Or if you had a sort of, slightly different project idea around improving facilities in a particular part of a town, or there's been grants recently to help build kitchens in local halls and that sort of stuff. So just talking to them and finding out what their priorities are is a really good idea. It's a good idea to ask a number of questions. So what other organisations that they've previously funded and what those projects look like. And if they can't give you that information or you don't get heaps out of them, usually they can point you to somewhere on their website that will provide information around previous projects that have been funded. And you can go and have a bit of a read and see what it is that they've done there. The one thing that we would say is that there's a really fine line between being an enthusiastic grant writer and being a pain in the butt, essentially, with the grant organisation. So make sure that if you're going to give them a call, write down a few dot points so that you can keep yourself on track when you're talking to them. That helps a lot, and just be really short, sharp and succinct about what you're asking so that you're not wasting their time, and always be really polite. Always thank them for their time because they're very busy people and they get lots and lots and lots of calls. But they do like you reaching out and having a chat because it also puts a bit of a human face and voice to the project. And if they kind of say, yeah, look, put something in, we think that it sounds like a great idea, that's not them saying that they're actually going to give you the grant, but they may, when they get to assessing the grant, actually go, hey, that's that person who called and had a bit of a chat. Let's have a look a little more closely at their project. So I hope that's helped out, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.